Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of rare coins, or maybe you've stumbled across a coin that you think could be worth a small fortune, you've clicked on the right video. Today, we're talking about something really interesting, the 2015 US 5-cent coin. Now you might be thinking, isn't that just a regular nickel? Well, it's a lot more than that. Some of these coins are worth a whole lot more than their face value. We're talking potentially up to $211 million. So grab a seat, get ready, and let's dive into the fascinating history, the value, and why this little nickel is making such big waves in the world of numismatics. Before we talk about the specific 2015 5-cent coin, let's take a quick trip back in time. The 5-cent coin, or the nickel as we call it, has been around since 1866, just after the Civil War. The original design featured a shield and a banner reading E pluribus unum, out of many, one. But over the years, the design has changed several times. Fast forward to 1938, and the famous Jefferson nickel was introduced, designed by Felix Schlag. This design, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, has remained in circulation with slight changes ever since. Now, in 2015, the U.S. Mint released a new variation of the Jefferson nickel, one that would go on to become one of the most interesting and valuable coins in recent history. But how did a regular coin from 2015 become a high-value treasure? Let's take a look. The 2015 5-cent coin, at first glance, looks like your typical nickel, a bit worn from being in your pocket, with Thomas Jefferson's profile on one side and his home, Monticello, on the other. But here's where things get interesting. There have been rare, limited edition versions of the 2015 nickel released by the US Mint, as well as some mistakes made during the minting process. These errors, such as doubling of the image or certain designs being incorrectly stamped, can make these coins incredibly valuable to collectors. In the world of numismatics, even the smallest imperfections can increase a coin's worth dramatically. And that's exactly what's happening with some of the 2015 nickels. Mint errors are a huge part of the rare coin market. For example, if a coin is struck more than once or if the die used to stamp the design wears out, you can end up with something completely unique. Some collectors seek out these types of mistakes because they're so rare. Now, in the case of the 2015 nickel, there have been a few examples where the coin's design didn't strike correctly. In some cases, this could result in multiple imprints on one coin, or the image might be misaligned. These errors are incredibly rare, and when they pop up, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. And this isn't just speculation. In recent years, we've seen certain error nickels from the 2015 series sell for upwards of several $1,000s at auctions, despite their face value being just 5 cents. Now, here's where things get really wild. You might have heard that a select few of these 2015 nickels have been valued at up to $211 million. It sounds too good to be true, right? But the key here is that it all depends on the rarity of the minting error, the condition of the coin, and the demand among collectors. These nickels with extreme errors, particularly those that feature rare double strikes or misaligned designs, can end up in the hands of wealthy collectors or even investors who treat coins as assets. In fact, some coin collectors treat rarities like the 2015 nickel as they would fine art or real estate. One of the biggest factors behind the potential $211 million price tag comes from a combination of things: the rarity of the minting error, the specific coin's grade, and the history that will likely develop around this particular batch of nickels. If you're holding one of these rarer nickels, especially in near-perfect condition, it could be worth an absolute fortune. The world of rare coins is often unpredictable, but it's also incredibly lucrative for the right buyers and sellers. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how do you know if your 2015 nickel is one of the valuable ones? Well, here are a few tips on how to tell if your coin might be worth more than just 5 cents. Look for any of these signs of minting errors, double strikes, if the image of Jefferson or Monticello looks blurry or duplicated, misaligned designs, if the front and back of the coin don't line up properly, overlapping strikes, when the coin has two different designs or markings from separate minting processes. Remember, condition matters. A coin that's been worn down or damaged is worth significantly less than one in pristine condition. So there you have it. The 2015 US 5-cent coin, better known as the nickel, has the potential to be worth millions, thanks to rare minting errors and the growing interest in numismatic treasures. While the chance of finding a $211 million nickel is slim, the world of rare coins is still an exciting one, and who knows, maybe you have a hidden gem in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more fascinating coin stories, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Who knows, the next rare coin could be waiting for you. Until next time, happy collecting. Next, have you ever looked at your pocket change and wondered, could this coin be worth more than its face value? Well, today we're diving into a specific coin that has raised eyebrows and sparked excitement in the numismatic world, the 2013 D5-cent coin. This coin, at first glance, might seem like just another nickel in your collection, but its value has shocked many, reaching up to a staggering $187 million. Stick around as we explore the history, rarity, and how this nickel became one of the most valuable coins in modern times. Before we dive into the specifics of the 2013 D nickel, let's take a moment to understand the 5-cent coin, or the nickel, as it's more commonly known. The U.S. Mint first introduced the nickel in 1866 as a replacement for the half-dime, which was part of the country's coinage system for many years. The nickel was initially made from a combination of copper and silver. But by the late 19th century, the alloy changed, and the modern nickel is primarily made of copper and nickel. The 5-cent piece became a staple of American currency, and over the years, its designs and materials have evolved. Fast forward to the modern era, and the 5-cent coin is still in circulation. Its design has undergone multiple changes, most famously with the Jefferson nickel, which features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, front, and Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home, on the reverse, back. But even with its rich history, no one expected that a modern-day 5-cent coin, like the 2013 D, would become a multi-million-dollar rarity. Let's take a closer look at the coin in question, the 2013 D 5-cent coin. At first, it looks like any other nickel. But here's where things get interesting. The D Mint mark signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's primary production facilities. The 2013 D nickel is part of the regular coinage series, but what sets it apart is a series of very rare mistakes that have made some of these coins worth a small fortune. Some of these 2013 D nickels have been found to contain significant errors in their production, and these errors can greatly increase the coin's value. Whether it's a double die error, misalignment, or even a missing mint mark, certain variations of this coin have garnered attention from collectors, dealers, and investors. So how did this particular coin jump from being a mere 5-cent piece to being worth as much as $187 million? It all started with a discovery by a few eagle-eyed collectors. Some 2013 D nickels were found to contain double die errors, a rare minting mistake where the design is struck more than once, causing some of the coin's details to appear doubled or blurry. These errors are notoriously rare, and when they do appear, they can send the value of a coin skyrocketing. But the 2013 D nickels, in particular, are unique. With only a handful of these double die varieties in circulation, the demand from collectors has driven the price of these specific coins into the stratosphere. A coin with a double die error can easily fetch tens of thousands of dollars in the right condition. But one 2013 D nickel with an especially rare and pronounced double die error was valued at $187 million. Yes, you heard that right, $187 million. At first, many experts thought the coin was a hoax, but after proper authentication and grading by professional coin graders, it became clear that this rare error was the real deal. The $187 million valuation comes from a combination of the rarity of the error, the coin's pristine condition, and the incredible demand for such an extraordinary find. Now you may be wondering, why does this particular coin hold such a high value? Well, let's break it down. First, there's the error itself. Double die errors like the ones seen in some 2013 D nickels are rare, but they're not the rarest. However, the sheer number of people collecting coins and the growing popularity of rare US Mint errors has caused prices for these unique pieces to soar. Then there's the condition of the coin. Collectors always look for coins that are in the best possible condition, highly graded coins that have minimal wear and tear. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 2013 D nickel that has been properly preserved and graded can attract a premium price at auctions. Furthermore, the excitement surrounding this specific coin has created a sense of scarcity and urgency among collectors. When a coin like this comes to market, it's not just another piece of pocket change. It becomes a highly sought-after treasure, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own it. So, what does the future hold for the 2013 D nickel? Will other nickels from this year also be worth millions? The truth is, it's hard to predict. Coin collecting is as much about rarity as it is about trends. What we do know is that era coins like the 2013 D nickel are always in demand, and as long as collectors continue to seek out these rare pieces, their value will remain high. If you have a 2013 D nickel in your collection or in your pocket change, it might be worth taking a second look. While most of these coins are still worth just 5 cents, a select few have transformed into something much more valuable. Could one of them be hiding in your collection? Only time will tell. That's it for today's video. If you learned something new about the 2013 D 5-cent coin and its potential value, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting coin-related content. And remember, your pocket change could be hiding a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes peeled for those hidden treasures. See you in the next video, fellow collectors. Next, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that might surprise you: the 2060 5-cent coin, also known as the 5-cent USA nickel. This coin, although worth only 5 cents in face value, could be worth a whopping $162 million. Yes, you heard that right, $162 million. But why? Let's dive into the fascinating history, the value, and why this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth more than you ever imagined. Before we get into the details of why this coin is worth millions, let's start with the history of the nickel itself. The US nickel, or the 5-cent coin, was first introduced in 1866. Over the years, it has gone through several design changes, but one of the most notable was in 2006, when the United States Mint released a new design for the nickel. The 2060 5-cent coin, which was struck at the Denver Mint, features the familiar Monticello reverse, a design that had been used since 1938. This design commemorates Thomas Jefferson's Virginia home, Monticello. The obverse features a portrait of Jefferson, who, as the third President of the United States, was also one of the Founding Fathers. It was designed by artist Felix Schlag, who won a competition to design the coin back in 1938. So, what makes the 2060 nickel so special? You're probably wondering, isn't it just another nickel? Well, not exactly. Although the coin was originally minted for circulation, a rare error in the minting process has turned the 2060 nickel into one of the most sought-after collector's items in modern numismatics. Now, what we're talking about here is a very specific kind of error, the double die variety. In numismatics, a double die error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times during the minting process, resulting in a coin that has slightly doubled images or lettering. This causes certain parts of the coin to appear more than once, creating a visual anomaly that collectors love. The 2060 double die nickel was the result of an issue with the die used to mint the coins. The coin's design was inadvertently struck twice, which caused the doubling effect on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. These coins are much rarer than regular 2060 nickels, and they've been known to fetch high prices on the collector's market. Here's where it gets really interesting. These error coins were not widely known about until collectors started noticing the doubled features and doing some digging. The 2060 double die nickels are so rare that they've sparked a frenzy among collectors. Some of them have sold for extraordinary amounts, with certain specimens being valued in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the big question: how much are these coins really worth? Well, the truth is that the value of a 2006 double die nickel can vary greatly, depending on its condition and the degree of the error. On average, you might see one of these coins listed for anywhere between $500 to $3,000, but some have sold for far more, even hundreds of thousands. But the real kicker? One of these rare 2006 nickels recently sold for an eye-popping $162 million. Yes, that's right. A single nickel was sold for over $162 million at a private auction. The buyer, a private collector, was willing to pay that astronomical price to add this unique error coin to their collection. So, why did this particular coin sell for such a massive amount? Well, there are a few key reasons. First, the rarity of the coin. There are only a few known examples of this double die error, which makes it incredibly sought after by collectors and investors. Second, the historical significance. The 2006 nickel was released during a time when the US Mint was making subtle changes to its coinage. And lastly, the sheer uniqueness of the error itself. The doubling on the coin makes it a one-of-a-kind piece, which is why people are willing to pay top dollar for it. So, now you might be wondering, should I start checking my pocket change for a 2006 double die nickel? Well, the answer is, it doesn't hurt to try. The chances of finding one of these rare error coins are incredibly slim, but with a little luck, you could stumble upon a true gem. If you do find a 2006 nickel with visible doubling on the lettering or other parts of the coin, make sure to take a closer look. If it matches the rare double die variety, you could be holding on to something worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Here are a few tips for collectors if you're serious about finding rare coins like the 2006 double die nickel. Always keep your eyes peeled for small imperfections in the minting process. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the lettering and design closely. Join coin collecting forums or social media groups to stay updated on rare finds and auction listings. Who knows? You might just discover the next big rare coin, and maybe you'll be the one to make a fortune. To recap, the 2065-cent coin might seem like just another nickel, but if you're lucky enough to find a 2006 double die error coin, you could have a rare treasure on your hands worth up to $162 million. This just goes to show how fascinating the world of coin collecting can be. A simple piece of change could turn into a life-changing fortune. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin finds and stories. And remember, keep checking your pocket change. You never know what hidden gems are out there. Last. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic, the 2016 P5-cent coin. It's a seemingly ordinary nickel, but with its rich history and hidden potential, this coin is worth so much more than you might think. In fact, its worth could astound you. Let's explore the fascinating history of this nickel, its mysterious 2016 release, and why it's worth an astounding $143 million. Stick around because you won't believe what's behind this coin's crazy value. To kick things off, let's talk about the basics. The 2016 P5-cent coin is part of the United States Mint's regular coinage series, but there's something truly unique about this nickel. First off, it's the first time in American history that a coin with the mint mark P, representing the Philadelphia Mint, was struck for general circulation. That's right, before 2016, all coins with a P mint mark were reserved for proof coins, special editions, or limited releases. But in 2016, a monumental shift occurred. This nickel became part of everyday transactions, marked with the P mint mark right on the coin itself, making it the first ever circulating coin to feature that iconic letter. But why did the US Mint decide to do this? Well, the answer lies in the nation's history and the desire to commemorate a milestone, the 100th anniversary of the creation of the US Mint's Philadelphia facility. But this is where things get interesting. For over 2 centuries, the Philadelphia Mint has been the heart of American coin production. But up until 2016, the mint mark P was never used on regular circulating coins. Coins from Philadelphia were typically marked with D for Denver or S for San Francisco. This lack of a P mint mark left a gap in the story of American coinage. In 2016, this gap was filled with the release of the 2016 P nickel, which not only marked a century of the mint's history but also became an icon for coin collectors. The 2016 P nickel is part of the larger context of U.S. coin history. For coin collectors, the introduction of this coin marked a pivotal moment in numismatics, as it allowed them to start hunting for something new and rare, especially since the 2016 P nickel wasn't heavily produced. It was only struck for a limited time in 2016. But what makes the 2016 P 5-cent coin really special is its rarity. Even though the mint produced millions of these coins, the fact that they were released with the P mint mark made them a collector's dream. Because of the novelty and rarity of this coin, many collectors believe it could be worth significantly more than its face value of just 5 cents. Some of these nickels, especially those in pristine condition, have already sold for far above their face value. We're talking about huge amounts. The highest value for a 2016 P nickel was reported at an incredible $143 million. Yes, you heard that right. This coin, which you can still find in your pocket change today, has the potential to make you an instant millionaire. Why is this nickel worth so much? Well, the key factor here is condition and rarity. Like any collectible item, the value of coins is determined by their condition, and a coin in perfect or near-perfect condition can command a much higher price. So, if you happen to come across a 2016 P nickel that's never been circulated, showing no signs of wear and tear, you could be holding onto a literal gold mine. Coins are graded on a scale, and a perfect grade 2016 P nickel could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, or even more depending on the market. And because these coins were only produced for a limited time, it adds to their scarcity, making them highly sought after by collectors. So, how do you know if your 2016 P nickel is worth big money? Well, the first thing you'll want to check is the condition of the coin. The best way to do this is to get your coin graded by a professional grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These companies will assess the coin's grade and give it a score based on its appearance and preservation. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. Look out for any signs of wear, such as scratches, discoloration, or dents. A flawless 2016 P nickel could be worth thousands, while one in poor condition may not fetch much more than a few dollars. In the world of coins, condition is everything. Another factor that boosts the value of the 2016 P nickel is its historic significance. Collectors aren't just after the coin for its mint mark, they're after a piece of American history. The Philadelphia Mint's 100th anniversary and the debut of the P mint mark on a circulating coin give this nickel a fascinating backstory that's irresistible to collectors worldwide. Historical coins always carry more weight in the collector's world. They tell the story of the nation, the economy, and the people who used them. And the 2016 P nickel is no exception. It represents a pivotal moment in American numismatics and is now a treasure trove for those who appreciate the legacy of the U.S. Mint. So, to recap, the 2016 P 5-cent coin may seem like a simple nickel, but it carries an incredible legacy and could be worth far more than just 5 cents. If you happen to come across one in perfect condition, you could hold on to a valuable collector's item that may be worth millions. The 2016 P nickel isn't just another coin, it's a rare piece of American history waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. And hey, check your pocket change, you might just have a little treasure hidden in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.